Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Time to see this Bengals offense here as they get set for their first drive. And under center, of course, is the #1 pick in the 2020 draft, now in year number 2, Joe Burrow.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The numbers on the receiving end for Boyd last time out. 3 catches for an even 100 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Well, this defense were excellent last week. Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So a first interception thrown. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. This time Jackson will throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot in the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. We're scoreless after 1. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. From midfield now, Burrow. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Mixon with a first down carry. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
He'll find Parker again, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense?
There he goes, right side. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. This is McCaffrey on the give. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Jackson on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This is caught by Tate. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To the air again, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 14. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter. Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2. I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. Give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this one is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That second down play nets a -4.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw outside, McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down at 4. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Mixon will try the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st down, here's Burrow. And Miller with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals set to take over. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just